Chapter 3. The City and the Tower of London. November is also the month of the Lord Mayor's Show. It happens on the second Saturday, and Londoners can see their new Lord Mayor. The Mayor travels from his home at Mansion House to the Strand in a 200-year-old coach. The Lord Mayor is the most important person in London after the Queen. The first Mayor of London was Henry Fitzailwyn in 1189. They were first called Lord Mayors in the time of King Henry VIII. The City is the oldest part of London. It is the home of the Bank of England and many other big offices. Only about 5,000 people live in the city, and at the weekends the streets are quiet. But between Monday and Friday, nearly 500,000 people go to work in the banks and offices there. The Bank of England is more than 300 years old. It is a very famous bank and also has an interesting museum with money from many different centuries. The Tower of London is the city's oldest building. It stands by Tower Bridge and next to the River Thames. In the past, it was a palace and a prison. Kings, and sometimes queens, put their most important prisoners there, and many of these prisoners never came out alive. The Tower of London is not just one tower, it is 11 towers in different buildings. At the centre is the White Tower. This was built about 1078, and it was the tallest building in London at the time. You can see the crown jewels in the Jewel House and visit the Bloody Tower. In 1483, Edward IV, the King of England, died. He had 2 young sons. So, was the next king Edward's older son? No, the next king was Edward's brother, Richard, because Richard put Edward's 2 young sons in prison in the Tower. Nobody ever saw them again. Nearly 200 years later, people found bones in the tower. Perhaps they were the bones of the king's dead sons. Nobody knows. 2 other famous prisoners in the tower were Anne Boleyn, wife of Henry VIII and mother of Queen Elizabeth I. Before she was queen, Elizabeth was also a prisoner in the tower. Her sister, Queen Mary, put her there. More than 2 million people visit the tower every year. There are 36 yeoman warders, or beefeaters, at the tower. They tell visitors all about the tower and its famous people. Tower Bridge is more than 100 years old. It is one of London's most famous bridges. When tall ships go up the river, the centre of the bridge opens. You can learn more about the bridge at the exhibition there called the Tower Bridge Experience. St. Paul's Cathedral is in the centre of the city. Its dome is 110 metres high, and it is the second biggest dome in the world, after St. Peter's in Rome. The 2 bells in the tower are called Great Paul and Great Tom. Great Paul is the biggest bell in the United Kingdom. Great Tom rings every hour, and it also rings when a king or queen dies. Also in the city is a building 60 metres high, called the Monument. It is near Pudding Lane, and was built because people wanted to remember the Great Fire of 1666.